Have you ever considered running a successful faceless YouTube automation channel? It might sound like a far-fetched pipe dream, especially with all the scammy feeling videos that you'll see about it online. But let me tell you, it is absolutely achievable. In fact, I just monetized my third today. So let's dive deep into my personal experience, and I'll share the exact blueprint that I used to achieve this 3 times in a row. The truth is, my YouTube automation journey wasn't always sunshine and rainbows. Roughly 10 months ago or so, my ambitious journey into the world of faceless YouTube channels began. My initial approach was paraphrasing popular videos on hot political topics and then overlaying them with Creative Commons videos that I found already on YouTube. I rightfully assumed that the divisive content would stir up controversy and ultimately lead to a lot of views, but while the strategy certainly generated interest and watch time, it wasn't without unforeseen setbacks. When the time came for monetization, YouTube flagged my content as repetitive, and they wouldn't accept it into the partner program. Now, this was a huge learning moment for me. YouTube's policies on monetization are often tricky, and they are not always transparent. Initially, I thought steering clear of just like copying people's videos and clipping them would be totally fine. I believe that using a new voiceover on top of relevant Creative Commons videos was a winning strategy with enough consistency and some luck. But as I eventually found out, the real problem might have been the use of Creative Commons videos without significant modification or even using them altogether. There is an easy 3-step process that you can use to create high quality videos that will get monetized, and I'll share that with you here in a second, but before that, you do need to make sure that you pick the right niche and the right video topics. I personally believe that the niche you choose should be the perfect balance between your interests and the current knowledge that you already have. This not only makes content creation enjoyable, but it also lends to an authentic touch, and knowing more than your competitors can obviously give you a competitive edge in that niche. Don't be seduced by trending niches without doing your homework, and don't watch videos that claim that they've identified the top 10 niches for YouTube automation. Choosing one of those will lead to oversaturation, no differentiation, and no edge for your channel, which is a big hindrance. For example, just because military comparison channels or pet grooming tip channels are flourishing doesn't mean that it's a one-size-fits-all successful model, and it doesn't mean that it'll be a winning niche for everybody that starts it either. Analyze your competition, the saturation, and audience interest within that niche. Then make an informed decision on what you think is the best niche opportunity when you pair that information with your current interests and knowledge. Now, once you've picked your channel niche, that doesn't mean that it's necessarily a winner or loser either. What makes it one or the other are the topics that you choose to create videos on and the quality of the videos that you create. Honestly, I'm gonna say it again because I get this question all the time, and this is one of the most important things that you can understand. What makes a successful channel is the topics that you choose to create videos on and the video quality themselves of the videos that you create. It's also vital to stay updated and constantly aware of what's going on lately within your niche. In most cases, right? Some niches this doesn't matter, but most it does. Make sure to keep an eye on what's trending and what's working for other creators that are creating similar content. This will allow you to create relevant content and leverage current events, current trends, and capitalize on those views. Now, this, of course, is not a secret formula, but it can help you get easy initial traction through trend jacking. Now, once you identify a video topic with potential, the first step is to create the script. To script my videos, I use ChatGPT to get a concise 5-minute script on the topic. 5 minutes seems to be the engagement sweet spot for me, but always experiment for yourself. It's also important to note that I don't just take the script from ChatGPT that it gives me initially, right? I use that as an initial rough draft to get the bones of the idea down, and then I add to it and I put my own spin and my own flavor on it so it doesn't sound robotic. I also rewrite the intro hook because it always does a terrible job in that, at least in my experience, and that's by far the most important part of any video. Most people form an opinion and decide whether or not they want to actually watch the video in the first 5 to 10 seconds roughly. So make sure that your first few sentences start fast and leave them intrigued, wanting to watch more. Now, step 2 is the voiceover. There's an irreplaceable charm to a human voiceover that just can't be replicated by any AI. AI-generated ones can't emulate the emotion and connection that a human voiceover offers. So while they still can work sometimes, I'd still recommend going the human route. It'll play better with your audience, so your watch time and your average view duration increases, but it'll also guarantee that your channel will stay monetized long term. If YouTube changes their policies in the future to move away from AI voiced videos, or if you don't even get accepted into the partner program in the first place because maybe the human reviewer doesn't like the sound of your AI voiceovers, you can avoid all of that by just going the human voiceover route. Now, you can either record it yourself or you can outsource this to a freelancer on Fiverr. There are a ton of them that will do a great job for just $5. Step 3 is the visuals. Now, whiteboard animations can work wonders for certain topics, and you can hire somebody on Fiverr to complete these for just $10 to $20 a video roughly, and they'll create high quality color whiteboard animations. And I have a channel that's primarily whiteboard animations. It has some other things mixed in there, but it's gotten monetized with primarily doing whiteboard animations. Again, it really depends on whether it makes sense with your videos or not. If not, then stock video from sites like InVideo, like fine with some motion graphics or transitions, can also work well too. You could also, of course, hire somebody to do quality video graphic overlays for you, but this typically does add up quickly. So if you decide to go this route, understand that it's an investment into your future channel that will pay dividends in the future. You won't necessarily recoup that immediate ROI. I'd say that you could probably find a good video editor to do this for anywhere from $30 to $60 on a site like Upwork or Fiverr or any other freelancing website. And you can obviously spring for more if you really want to, but most people probably don't want to start there. Regardless of whatever route you choose, quality matters immensely. So it might be a feeling out process of sorts to find an editor that does a great job at an affordable price. Now, after your video is completed, it's time to add the finishing touches. Do not spend hours or money on videos just to throw up a lame title and a Canva template looking thumbnail. Getting clicks on YouTube is competitive, and your thumbnails better be good. And your titles better build intrigue as well, or at the very least, be able to pair well with your thumbnail to make people want to click and watch. You can have the best video in the world, but if nobody clicks on it, it'll never get any views. So thumbnail design and catchy titles will make or break your channel's success, I promise you. And if design isn't your forte, that's totally fine. Again, you can just outsource this to a platform like Fiverr. I still use Fiverr today for all my YouTube channels, and you can find high quality designers on there to create thumbnails for you for just $5. Just like I touched on with the last point, this can also be a feeling out process of sorts, so you want to test a bunch of different people so you know who's good and who's not, and what's a good price and what's a good deal. Now, ultimately, having 3 successful monetized faceless YouTube channels using this exact formula, I can vouch for its effectiveness. By no means is this a magic pill or shortcut, but it is a proven blueprint to success for a faceless YouTube automation channel. It's been an exciting journey so far, but remember, while the process might sound straightforward and easy, it does demand time or at least a bit of investment into freelancers in the first place and some consistency. Yet the reward is a potentially consistent monthly income through not just high ad revenue on YouTube, but also affiliate marketing, brand deals, and potentially even your own products too. And if I can do it, I guarantee you can as well.